A very good evening. Welcome to Prime TV News on Friday, the 8th of March, with me, Iftia Abdul Qadir. A look at your headlines first. President says he is against sending Lankan women as migrant domestic workers. Women-only train compartment service is launched. And on news overseas, Thai court bans party for nominating princess as prime ministerial candidate. In your local news this evening, President Maithripala Sirisena has said that he is personally against dispatching women to serve as domestic aides in other countries. He expressed this view addressing the International Women's Day commemoration held in Anuradhapura. The International Women's Day commemoration was organized at the Salgadu Stadium in Anuradhapura under the patronage of President Maithripala Sirisena. The theme of the commemoration was "A Smart Woman for a Better World." More than 8,000 women joined in this function. It was organized by the Ministry of Women and Children's Affairs. A special publication compiled in view of 2019 International Women's Day was presented to the President. Women who rendered a significant service nationally came in for appreciation. President Maithripala Sirisena presented several awards of acclamation and certificates to several women entrepreneurs selected from the Anuradhapura district. President Maithripala Sirisena said that the upper class that enjoy the luxurious, the high-ranking government officials and the politicians who use luxurious vehicles enjoy these facilities owing to the foreign exchange earned by female migrant domestic workers. Even though the migrant domestic workers are the main source that earns foreign exchange for the country, the life stories of mothers, sisters and daughters who are engaged in this field are mournful. President Sirisena underscored that he is personally against sending Sri Lankan women as domestic workers to foreign countries. Minister Chandrani Bandara, expressing her views, pointed out that a woman is a person who has patience and is determined. As such, whatever problems arose, she had moved forward with determination. She said that as a ministry, they had done much for the benefit of women to strengthen them economically. Minister Thalatha Athukorala, North Central Governor Sarath Ekanayaka and many people's representatives joined in the occasion. The President and the Prime Minister have issued messages marking International Women's Day. President Maithripala Sirisena in his message said that modern women have proven that they are capable of succeeding in many fields, thereby conquering the traditional roles bestowed upon them by society. Mahatma Gandhi had said that woman is a symbol of innocence. Nevertheless, modern women have shown that they can succeed in many fields, conquering the traditional role bestowed upon them by society. The President said that many programs are in place to take the Sri Lankan woman to such heights. Issuing a message to mark International Women's Day, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe said that women's contribution in almost all the fields, including the present-day technology, communication, education, science, literature and culture, claims women's achievements and demands the need of maintaining a gender parity mindset. He said that women have come a long way through many hardships, life challenges, with much of courage and commitment to assure a sustained living for them. Meanwhile, Minister of Women and Children's Affairs and Dry Zone Development, Chandrani Bandara, has also issued a message marking International Women's Day. The minister said that any country can give equal status to women and elevate her to the rule of government, which is considered a great opportunity for social development. When looking at world history, it is clear that developed countries have freely obtained the contribution of women for state administration. She said that World Women's Day should be used to further uplift such women. The Ministry of Transport and Civil Aviation has launched train compartment service designated exclusively for women from today. This service was launched to mark International Women's Day. The national program for the allocation of train compartments for women was launched from the Veyangoda railway station under the aegis of Minister Arjuna Ranatunga. This initiative was taken considering the harassments that women have to experience while commuting in the trains on a daily basis. The minister also inaugurated the women's compartment of the slow train which arrived at the Veyangoda railway station from Mirigama this morning. Allocation of compartments in 7 office trains on behalf of women will be in place from today. Minister Arjuna Ranatunga said that on a pilot basis, an exclusive compartment for women is being launched in 7 trains. He said they planned to have a separate ladies' compartment during office and school hours. There is a high demand from women for such an initiative. As such, to mark International Women's Day, he said that they launched this program. Parliamentarian Hirunika Premachandra said that they could somewhat be satisfied with the conditions in Sri Lanka when compared to other Asian countries. The launch of special compartments for women was earlier limited only to words, but today it has become a reality. Meanwhile, a new office train from Maho to Colombo was added to the service under the patronage of State Minister Ashok Abesingha. This train has modern facilities. 2 compartments were launched for women only under the patronage of the State Minister. State Minister Ashok Abesingha said that to mark International Women's Day, a decision was taken to allocate separate compartments for women following discussions the Transport Ministry had with the Railways Department. There was a demand by women for such a program. Still on the day's importance, the Independent Television Media Network has organized many programs marking International Women's Day. Liya Varuna 2019, the main program was held at the Vihara Mahadevi Park today. The Liya Varuna live program commenced under the patronage of Colombo Mayor Rosi Senanayaka. The higher management of ITN, Chief Executive Officer Rasanga Harishchandra and General Manager Aruna Vijayasinghe joined in the occasion. The main segment of the Liya Varuna program was the presentation of Liya Abhiman Awards. An award was presented to Sri Lanka's first Solicitor General and the first female Attorney General, Eva Vanasundara. Another international award winner, S.V. Nanayakara, holding a doctorate on sports social science, was also presented with an award. Among the award recipients was Shriya Shanti Disanayaka, who is holding a high position in the garment sector. Noteworthy was the presentation of an award to a male. He was N. Ramraj, who saved the lives of his 3 children and wife at a time in which the building they were living was caught with fire. An award was also presented to Dr. Randika Anjali Jayasinghe, the head of the Biodiversity Systems Technical Division of the Technical Faculty of the Sri Javardhanapura University. Colombo Mayor Rosi Senanayaka said that she wanted to make a request to all women who are present on the occasion to create a suitable environment to safeguard their self-respect. She also wanted to tell the mothers to groom their children in a respectable manner. She said that if there is a person who abused women, he is a son of some mother. As such, she said that it is the duty of mothers to direct their children towards the correct path. Awards were also presented to Priyadarshini Silva for her services to the mask industry and R. Lakmini on behalf of the furniture industry. Anula De Silva, a senior journalist and award-winning writer, also received an award. Sri Lanka's first television producer and permanent television presenter, former executive producer of the independent television media network, Subhashini Hemamala, was also honored with an award. She was also the pioneering producer of Liyavaruna. Subhashini Hemamala expressed her gratitude for the award presented to her. It is an award that she always thinks of even while she is at home. Liyavaruna was started in 2005. She wished that ITN develop to great heights daily. In the meantime, a team that arrived in the island on behalf of the Harrow Mayor of Britain presented a memento to Colombo Mayor Rosi Senanayaka. You're watching Prime TV News, and still on the local scene, Minister Ranjith Madhumabandara has said that the public servant should serve as a good coordinator between the public and the government. He said that they should work on behalf of their rights and equal responsibilities. Minister Ranjith Madhumabandara said that a country such as China, where it is ruled by the Communist Party, has a socialist administration and economy. He said that democracy was more along with the economic system in Sri Lanka. Democracy is for the benefit of the people. First of all, one has to change their attitude and identify their rights and responsibilities. He added that the country should remain strong. A training program for new administrative officers commenced under the patronage of Minister Ranjith Madhumabandara. The training program commenced at the Sri Lanka Institute of Development Administration. Training is being imparted to 175 administrative officers recruited after the conduct of an open competitive examination held in the year 2017. A group of officers, including Ministry Secretary J.J. Ratnasiri, joined in the occasion. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe has said that this government had assumed the responsibility of creating a modern education system needed for the country to move forward with the world. The Prime Minister was addressing the function organized for the presentation of national diplomas for teaching science. The function was held at Temple Trees. Around 3,000 who followed the National Teaching Science Diploma received diploma certificates. Minister Akila Viraj Karyavasam and senior officials of the Education Ministry joined in the occasion. About 80,000 would be engaged in the teaching profession along with the teachers who received appointments today. The government's aim is to increase this number to 90,000 by the end of this year. Speaking on the occasion, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe referred to the many facilities extended to the education sphere, including trained teachers, building facilities, health security, new technology, and making 13-year-old education mandatory for children. The Colombo High Court today rejected the revision bail application filed on behalf of former DIG Nalaka De Silva, who is in remand custody following his arrest over the alleged VIP assassination plot. When the application was taken up for consideration today, the attorneys representing the former DIG stated that the Colombo Fort Magistrates Court's decision to reject the bail application of their client, who has been produced before the court under the Prevention of Terrorism Act, was unlawful. However, High Court Judge Manjula Tilakaratne said that the ruling given by the Fort Magistrate was in conformity to the law. He also pointed out that under this section, the magistrate has the power to place the suspect in remand custody until the conclusion of the trial, and therefore said that there was no fault with the decision to reject the bail application. Deputy Minister Nalin Bandara has said that 2 new projects that would get an investment of $1 billion will be launched in the Hambantota district. He made this reference at a media briefing at the Sirikota United National Party head office. Deputy Minister Nalin Bandara said that the work they had started would begin to reap benefits this year. The projects are expeditiously launched. They have to grant Samurdhi to 600,000. The Gamperelia programs have to be completed. He said that they have to achieve a certain target. The Sri Lankan Navy has succeeded in recovering a haul of beedi leaves weighing over 323 kilograms. Naval personnel attached to an inshore patrol craft belonging to the North Central Naval Command during a search found this haul of beedi leaves left behind in the sea area of Pesale, Mannar during a search operation yesterday. 10 parcels of beedi leaves were detected. It is suspected that attempts may have been made to smuggle into the island this stock from India. The beedi leaves are due to be handed over to the Mannar police for further investigations. The Ministry of Power and Energy has called on the public to use electricity sparingly following the prevailing dry and hot weather. Although the daily electricity needs had risen, the ministry said that the power capacity of hydropower plants has declined. Under these circumstances, the government's intention is to continuously supply power round the clock. The ministry has appealed to the public to support them by using electricity sparingly. Prime Business is up next with stock market update. Sri Lanka sold $2.4 billion in 5-year and 10-year US dollar denominated bonds and successfully tapping the international markets at a time the country is facing strains on its finances. Sri Lanka sold $1 billion in 5-year bonds with a coupon of 6.85% and $1.4 billion in 10-year bonds with a coupon of 7.85%, saving 35 basis points of the initial indicative coupons. The 5-year bond attracted around $3.1 billion in orders and 10-year attracted over $5 billion orders. Last month, Sri Lanka raised its borrowing limit for dollar-denominated bonds to $3 billion.
The benchmark all-share price index lost 30.1 points, close at 5,722.25, while the S&P Sri Lanka 20 index lost 23.09 points, close at 2,859.59. The turnover was 2 billion rupees with 35.6 million shares changed in hands in 2,754 trades. The market capitalization at the end of the day was 2,674.62 billion rupees. Top 5 gainers of the day were Singa Sri Lanka, Singa Industries, Lotus Hydropower, Maravita Resorts and Commercial Credit and Finance, while the top 5 losers were Tesagro, Malan Phipps, Guardian Capital, Lanka Realty Investments and Balangoda Plantations. Today's foreign purchases were 1.27 billion rupees and foreign sales were 1.13 billion rupees. There were 3 crossings today and the crossing turnover was 522.57 million rupees.
For more information, visit www.itnews.lk. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.